A very good Tuesday morning to everyone out there. Landon here with you in the driver's seat to bring you your latest weather and night forecast, courtesy of Ohio Valley Insurance. We've had the widespread rain showers, maybe a stray rumble of thunder or two that's worked through the region throughout the overnight. We're still dealing with the lingering leftovers of this weather maker. You can see we've got a cold front that's going to be blasting to the east here as we work throughout the day. It's going to be warm throughout the day with winds coming in out of the south out ahead of that cold front. But whipping in here behind this cold front, folks, is going to be an area of high pressure, bringing winds in here out of the north, and that's going to cool us down as we work into tomorrow and on into our Thursday as well. Still got a little bit of rain showers out there along with the thick cloud cover across the region. We can see looking over the D93 sky cam, the wet pavement is still there with the light scattered showers and sprinkles still impacting and beleaguering the area early this morning. Same can be seen overlooking the Beechtree News sky cam up in Morgantown. We are showcasing the cloud cover that's present there as well. The wet concrete, the pavement out there. Be aware of that before you head out on the morning commute. Now let's take a look at what's ongoing throughout the overnight and currently. Those temperatures have stayed up. The cold front's on its way in from the west. Winds have continued to pour in here out of the south. We will be remaining through a wind advisory until we work into this afternoon. So we're going to see those winds on the cusp of 30, maybe up towards 40 miles an hour. We've been seeing that here already early this morning. And temperatures have stayed up as a result. We're already up between the mid and upper 50s region-wide. We'll be bumping highs up to right around the upper 60s before the cold front makes it through here. A few of us might even be touching the 70-degree mark. We could layer on maybe a little bit more rain on top of what we received. You can see the southern tier wobbles. Vast majority of the readings anywhere from half an inch up to 6/10 or maybe even a little bit more. And up here on the north side, North Warren County stretching over into Woodbury, just around 3/10 of an inch of total rainfall thus far. Here's a little bit better view at the surface map and what's going to be unfolding throughout the day. This occluded front and the cold front right behind it's going to be plowing eastward. That is what is going to be bringing an end to the rain as we work a little bit later into this afternoon and on into this evening. So let's jump over here and let's talk about what the model guidance is showcasing for us. We have the cold front blasting through here this morning. The light rain showers should remain light and scattered in nature. As the day wears on, those rain chances will be lessening. All right. We progress throughout this evening. We got a little bit of a robust environment here. If we get the dry slot in here, we might fire up around early to mid-afternoon a few robust storms, but those look to remain mitigated further to our north, right along the Ohio River area. Okay, so that's good news for us. But behind the cold front, look, building in right here out of the north and west is this area of high pressure. Folks, throughout the overnight and as we get into our Wednesday, winds will be turning with a northwesterly component. It is going to be cooler than what we are experiencing today by some 10 to maybe even 15 degrees. Highs tomorrow going to be struggling to hit the mid and upper 50s with those northwest winds for a good chunk of the day. We could be looking at wind chills down into the 40s. And then we try to moderate. That area of high pressure is going to slide down to our south. That's going to open up the door to winds coming out of the same direction. A major warm-up rolling into the Friday time frame. Highs are going to be jolting right back up to near the 70-degree mark. And then we got a peculiar setup that we're going to be watching and monitoring. We have this tropical area of high pressure that's going to be building in here out of the deep south, okay? We're going to be having these low pressure systems right along the periphery of this ridge. And as you'll note, we could get in on maybe a few hit-and-miss rain chances Friday night into Saturday morning. It's not going to be much of anything to shake a stick at, if you will. Maybe an isolated rain chance here and there. But we will be watching, folks, because as we get past this weekend and into early next week, this ridge kind of retrogrades back down to the south a bit. That's going to open up the door for these parades of low pressure systems to ride right along and near our vicinity. So working as early as Sunday afternoon, we could get in on a few hit-and-miss rain showers here and there. But more prominently, as we roll into the latter part of our Monday into Tuesday, this low pressure and associated cold front will be blasting down to the south and east. With what guidance is currently showing, folks, we might have just enough instability and some parameters in place that some of these storms could become strong to perhaps even severe. We're roughly a week out from this. There will be changes, but it is worth mentioning we could be rolling into an active pattern during the early days of next week. Definitely going to be keeping a very close eye on that. Getting a look throughout today, you can take a look at where the severe weather risk is located. As previously mentioned, it's all the way up around the Ohio River, up to the Louisville Metro, stretching up towards Cincinnati and Covington into northern Kentucky. But we are underneath a clean slate, but be aware we will be dealing with those pesky, very windy and gusty light to moderate rain showers throughout this morning before tapering off on into this afternoon. Here's a full breakdown of your next 5-day weather forecast. Throughout today, highs near 70 degrees before the cold front passes. Scattered rain showers eventually tapering off. We will remain underneath a wind advisory. Those brisk southerly winds 30 to 40 miles an hour, similar to what we saw throughout the overnight. Partly sunny but colder on Wednesday. We'll be right back up between the low and mid 60s on Thursday, near 70 on Friday. Mid and upper 70s a possibility as we start out the weekend underneath partly sunny skies. And then eyes on the latter part of our Sunday into Monday. Those rain and storm chances finally making a return. That'll wrap up your Tuesday morning weather or not forecast presented by Ohio Valley Insurance. You all take care of yourselves and each other. Have a blessed Tuesday.